Hello, this is Dopey. Doing a video to tell you what is going on with Behold the Bludgeoner. We are in the recording process now. Fucking awesome. Me and Shredder have been working since last summer, and we've been through one drummer who kind of jerked us around for 6 months. We decided to get rid of him and just to keep moving on and doing our thing, and thank God there's a drummer that is just as good as our last drummer. He's great at blast beats. Did a jam session with him. He is committed to our project. He is totally down for the shit that we are doing. He is a conspiracy theorist. Me, Shredder, are conspiracy theorists. The band Behold the Bludgeoner is about conspiracy theories. And Dave Clark's our new drummer. He's a great drummer. He's in this other band in town, which is probably one of the most talented bands I've heard. They're not death metal. They're like their own type of thing. It's almost like I Wrestled a Bear once mixed with some Mastodon, which is an actually pretty cool combination because I like Mastodon. That's the only like newest mainstream band that I ever heard recently that I like. I hate fucking, what's that band? I don't know, like bands like Bullet for Valentine or is it Edema? No, it's like Avenged Sevenfold. That's it. I can't stand Avenged Sevenfold, but I like Mastodon. Pretty cool. Something about them I just like, and I'm not really into mainstream metal as much as I used to be. But we are in the recording process. We got another rhythm guitarist, John Bora. He's a great guitarist as well. I know he's down for our project. Me, Shredder, our conspiracy theorist. Dave Clark's a conspiracy theorist. He knows everything that we're about. Our lyrics are going to be, which I'm writing. I watch videos. I try taking notes. I'm trying to give you nothing but facts in my lyrics. I'm not trying to give you any theories. I'm trying to give you all facts and information. Try to waken up the world and other people to what is really going on, because there's something that is way greater than you can ever imagine. I'm sick and tired of death metal that's all about murder. The last thing this world needs is evil on this planet, because it's just devouring it from the core. Straight from the White House, man, is evil. All around the world in death metal, I mean, there's nothing beautiful about raping women with knives or eating fetuses and stabbing them in all reality. In reality, dude, you cannot, there's nothing nice about it, and writing songs about it isn't really cool either. I still listen to bands that do it, man, because I love death metal, and that's where it came from. I wrote a lot of lyrics of murder, cannibalism, eating women, stabbing fetuses. But then I was sick in the head, and it made me think about evil things, and I was totally thinking about killing people, man. Totally thought about killing my family, loved ones, because of that music just made me feel that way, and made me feel like I had accomplished that. And I know a friend, or an ex-friend, who has actually taken it to that point because of the music, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I'm not even going to say it. He just did something stupid, and I just can relate to why, you know. Evil is not a good thing. There's nothing good about evil. There's nothing good about murder, like Cannibal Corpse sings about. If any of that shit ever happened to any, like their wives or children, I bet they'd stop singing about that shit and realize that that's not cool. I wrote a song a long time ago. It was I think it was called Innocent Woman Devourment, and it was about beating a woman to death with a hammer. And I lived on this college campus for a while with my friends, and it really upsetted me. There was a woman a building away, got beaten to death with a hammer by her boyfriend, and I just was like, wow. And it was almost exactly like the way my song was. I picture myself being the innocent woman, being the victim, being in a building in a college campus, an apartment, screaming for help, hoping someone would come, and all you are is getting beaten to death with a hammer. And then right then I just kind of realized that songs like that aren't really positive, you know. And the world really needs to be educated on what evil is and what is going on, because there is a great deal of evil that you are not even aware about. That is devouring America, devouring your soul, devouring your mind. It's a war. It's just like the Matrix. It's a war for your mind. Our mind is a prison. That's what our band's about, to try to educate people on, try to free people, try to bring a spiritual awakeness to some people. Something new for death metal. You know, it's kind of been done, and I think it's maybe the future. Dying Fetus, Misery Index has dabbled into politics and is basing some real issues that need to be touched and spoken about. Destroying the Opposition albums, like one of my favorite fucking albums that I ever read from them. Same thing with Stop at Nothing. Their last 4 albums is some of the most political shit I ever heard them. Even Killing on Adrenaline. Like from Killing on Adrenaline, it seems like even on, what was it? Purification Through Violence, you know. It seemed like their very first album was almost about God or just celestial, I don't know, spiritualness, you know. It's just kind of weird, like a spiritual awakening. And I asked Jason Netherton if he was about God, because sometimes I think he is. His lyrics are about God and government and politics and shit like that. He told me he's not, but he might have a spiritual awakening. You never know. But that's what we're trying to do. Also, let me update. We got a drummer now. We got 2 guitarists. Shredder, Zachariah Shredder, or Zach Lathrop, my homie, who I've been working with, me and him, constantly, really hard for almost a year now, and we're finally moving. The more, like I said, that people just give up on us, the more I just keep fighting, and because I know we're talented, I know we're musicians, my vocals have been getting a lot better. I actually like inhales. A bunch of people talk shit about inhales. I'm going to do inhales and exhales. I like them both used together. I like how Wigan the Cadaver does it. I like Begging for Incest's inhales. It sounds like they do both as well. At least the new singer in their new album. And we're trying to be 10 slam death metal, because I think that's the future of death metal, is slam. When I first heard Ingested's first album, it wasn't their first album, or their demo, their split with Creptation and Castrated. That was some pretty intense shit, but their first album, I think it's The Surpassions of Human Existence. I can't even remember the name of the first album, but Ingested's real first self-titled album, first full track released album, I thought that was the future of death metal. When I first heard Skinned and Fucked, which is about rape, but you know, I only read the lyrics because I wanted to sing along with it, and a lot of times I don't really even give a fuck what they're saying. If it sounds cool, whatever, I don't want to know what they're saying half the time, you know, because I just can't get down with murder, you know. I really can't get down with beating innocent women or eating things or killing. It's just not in my nature anymore. I woken up to a higher being or an existence, came to me and woke me up and made me realize the precious soul of human life, you know. Every day's a gift from God, in my opinion. But Ingested's first album, when that album came out, I thought that was the future of death metal, if not that band. I thought that band is the future. I thought right then and there that these guys are going to be the Pantera death metal. I was like, these guys are the future of death metal. And then they came out their second album. Hate to say it to you, Ingested, you shouldn't have done what you did on your second album. It's still a good album, but you should have kept going that way where you're going. That one came out way too deathcore-ish, and it did. And I think it even says deathcore when I put it on my computer, which is kind of sad, because the first one was, it sounded like Intense Slam. The first one was Intense Slam, and it was just beautiful. One of the most beautifulest death metal bands I've ever heard. Probably still my favorite album of all death metal, just about, if not heaviest. My favorite band is Dying Fetus, though. Dying Fetus is my favorite band. Always will be, not just because of their music, but because of their lyrics. It just touches me, man. Their lyrics just hit me dead center and hit home. Half the times I think they know exactly what they're talking about. Or if they don't realize what they're talking about, and it's just it woke me up, man. It really touched me. And I'm into music like that, you know, not just music, but lyrics as well. A meaning, what our band's about, and I'm trying to let people know right away, right off the bat, we're about conspiracies, we're anti-government. not really anti-government, anti-politics, because the people who are controlling this world isn't for the people. They're fascists. They are. And if you look up certain symbols, just YouTube Illuminati symbols. Just do it. And then you'll find fascist symbols. A fascist symbol for fascism is on our dime and in the House of Congress. It's a bundle of sticks with a hatchet head, and that's the symbol of fascism. And a fascism is not a government of the people, it's a government of corporations, which doesn't give a fuck about you, but their corporations and their money, and you are just a slave, dude. They don't give a fuck about your rights. All they give a fuck about is their back pocket. That's fascism. It's the plain fucking definition. And they have symbols of fascism all over. I mean, they don't hide it. You just need to be smart and educated. Jordan Maxwell's a beast. YouTube Jordan Maxwell. He'll teach you a lot of shit. But, yeah, just let you know, hopefully, because I believe we're going to go far. We're really heavy. Shredder almost breeze slam now. At first, I had to help him write slam riffs. Now he just breezes it. Because I've given him so many slam bands. In 2 more days, we're going to see Dying Fetus. I talked to their drummer, Trey Williams. He's a conspiracy theorist. I gave him about a stack full of DVDs for their conspiracy, or for their conspiracy DVDs for him. Because I know he's a conspiracy theorist. And I'm hoping that, you know, maybe when I go talk to him, that I influenced them for their new album, Reign Supreme, which already sounds awesome. I've seen one video of them playing a new song live. Sounds beast. And, I don't know, I guess that's just about all to say. Just prepared. As soon as we get the demo out, we're going to make a music video for our favorite song so far, which I think is The Beasting. It's pretty heavy, pretty brutal. We like it a lot. And we're thinking 5-6 track demo. You know, so many bands are doing like 7, 8 track albums. That's not going to be us. As soon as we come out with an album, I think we set a track limit, and I think on every album it's going to be 13 tracks. And as soon as we come out with our first album, we're just getting our demo out there, self-made, trying to get us out there, and if hoping someone bites onto it. Severed Records, Metal Blade, Relapse, anybody that's fucking out there that's got a record label. I'm in good with a few bands. I plan on sending our demo to them if they're interested. But we're going to try going all out with this demo. I plan on spending a lot of money for artwork, for cover artwork on it, t-shirt designs. We got a logo right now, which I'm not really satisfied with. I don't like it. The dude who was working with the logo, I don't know if he even can speak English or not. We just had trouble communicating. And I told him I finished paying him money if he finished the logo. I'm not satisfied with it. There's only a few letters I think need to be changed. Plus, it's in the shape of a goat head, and I don't want anything to do with Satan whatsoever. But we're going to get our logo changed. Might even I talked to Mike Majewski about doing some artwork for us. He says he's down. And yeah, hopefully we plan on going all the way out. The only thing is that we need is a bassist. I think that might be covered as soon as this one dude hears our shit. I think he'll be coming around. There's this dude named Josh. He's in a band with my buddy Dave Clark, one of the most talented bassists I've ever seen. First time I seen him jam with him, I'm like, oh my god. This is the dude who I want to be our bassist. He's a Sean Beasley. This guy can do sweeps on bass like Sean Beasley all fucking day long, man. I mean, it'll be beast to have him. 6-string bassist too, you know what I mean? That's just about like what I want. I mean, and every member of our band, I want to be extremely talented. I want every single member to stand out. Not one member to have all the focus, you know. I mean, I want everybody to have equal amount of fame, share time, airplay. I don't want to be like, yo, the lead singer is the greatest dude in the world and shit like that. I'm not holding myself over my bandmates. I respect every single one of them. My buddy Joker, I'm going to split vocals with him because I want to, because he's got a growl that he pioneered, revolutionized, that needs to be heard. And as soon as he gets this growl, it's never been done before. People are going to copy it, and we're going to be another revolutionaries of that shit. And just trying to take it up and raise the bar. And we're going to try raising the bar from this 8-track album stuff. I'm not trying to talk shit. A lot of my favorite bands You know, I have come out with 8-track albums. I'm not trying to talk shit to them or say that that's bad, but it just seems like it's a tease almost all the time. I'm hearing 8 tracks, and I feel like I should at least hear like maybe 3 more or 2 more. You know, I'm just not really used to it, but it's coming a huge trend. It's becoming a huge trend in death metal, seeing 8-track albums, and we are going to try to attempt to break that curse and raise the bar. Short Bus Pile Up came out with a 12-track album. I'm glad for that. 11 tracks, I think, is the least respectable. You know, and you can attempt to even make it 11 tracks. Like, Abominable Putridy's first album was 10 tracks, and they had like 2 audio clips, you know, for tracks made it seem like a 10-track record, you know. But their new album's an 8-track record. Their new album's beast. It's a great album. It's like some intense slam that they've done, or something new. I wasn't expecting it to go that way at all. I did an album review on it. I plan on doing some more album reviews as soon as I get some more albums. I really want the new Begging for Incest album, so I can do an album review on that. It's beast. I got it right now, but I want it for real. You know, I'm not trying to say anything, but my friend gave it to me, and I don't own it like the CD case or anything like that, but I really do. And once I do, man, do an album review on that, because it's a beast album. Begging for Incest is another future bands that's going way out there that are getting recognized. They need more merchandise. A lot of bands need more merchandise too, man. Female Nosebreaker, I don't hear much about those guys anymore, but when I was first into those dudes, they were pretty beast. Waking Cadaver's coming out with a new album. Excited, can't wait to hear it. I'm hoping it's going to be how I think it is. I think Waking Cadaver should mix the first 2 albums together. I always think that's the way the third album should be. First album's really is like my favorite album. Second album's not too bad. But it's time to where he gets to where he equals out the growls. Not one more than usual, you know. Because the first one, he did his exhale growl. Not as much. Barely heard it. You only hear it for like Blood Spattered Satisfaction and for a couple other ones. But it's always the inhale. And second album, it was like vice versa, you know. So hopefully this album he can find a minimum. But yeah, this video is almost 20 minutes long. Just want to let you know what's going on. And we started the recording process today on March 7th. Hopefully within a month or 2, maybe 2 months maximum, the whole 6, 5, 7-track demo will be done. We're gonna call it Death to Pigs demo. And the first track on the song is called Death to the Pigs, because we are against police corruption, because it doesn't seem like they're any better than the criminals they lock up, except for they're criminals with badges who put on a badge and break the laws they are served to protect. Seems like we have no more 4th Amendment anymore, or 2nd Amendment. Seems like there's more illegal searches going on in the world these days. The president is taking more and more of our rights away, and giving up our liberties is not freedom. We need to keep this Constitution. That's what makes us America, and keep our amendments, because if we don't have that, then we might as well just line up, you know, and wake the fuck up, America. Wake the fuck up. I mean, you gotta know half the shit they're doing. It's sad. And they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it like it's no fucking problem. I can't believe half the shit's coming true. I mean, if this isn't the last year and the next year, every year we have is a gift. I can already tell that. I thought way back in 2009, I thought 2009 was going to be my last year on this planet. I'm not even lying. And I've been 3 years after that, so I don't know when the end's coming. I just know it's soon. And when it happens, it happens. I'll be prepared, but hopefully we're going to try to get people prepared for it as well. Anyways, this is Dopey from the old Bludgeoner. Have a nice day. Peace.